it is your faith that makes God to respect you. It is not your own righteousness, because even your own righteousness, the best of it is like a filthy rag. It's not your righteousness. Your own righteousness cannot make God to respect you. What makes God to respect you is your faith, your ability to see into his word and to fellowship with him, to walk with him, and to bring things from the spirit realm to the earth. The ability to live your life in the spirit and to live from the spirit outside, from the spirit to this place. The ability to live from inside out, not from outside in, but from inside out. That is what that makes God to respect you. So God was not ashamed of them. It doesn't matter what they did. You know, there are lots of things that we thought could cause shame. I mean, Abraham had 5 wives. Maybe God should be ashamed of him. No, he was not ashamed of him, because he was seeing his faith. He was proud of his faith. Noah got drunk. Oh, maybe he should be afraid of him. Maybe he should be ashamed of him. No, he was not ashamed of his drunkenness. Why? His faith superseded his drunkenness. Abraham lied about his wife. So what, God should be ashamed of him? No, God was not ashamed of him. His faith superseded his lies. You know, things will happen in your life. If you are going to focus on your mistakes and on your failures, if you are going to focus on those things, you will never soar in the spirit. But if you are going to focus on your pursuit of God, if you are going to focus on your faith, the ability to use faith to pursue God, that faith, that your walk with God will supersede all your inadequacies and failures in the physical. Because the physical things will never supersede the spirit. The physical imperfection would never be stronger than the imperfection of the spirit and perfection of faith. That's why the only way you can please God is by faith. Nobody can please God without faith. No one can please him. Faith is what God demands, because that's the language of the spirit. That is his own language. That is the language of God's word. That is the way and the means you use to please him, and you use to communicate with him, to please him. And it is your faith that makes him to be proud of you, not your works.